The red, white, and blue has decorated the first round in recent years, peaking in 2016 with 12 U.S.-born players selected in round number 1 of the entry draft. And that's a great thing to see for the game of hockey, that's for sure, Grimmer. And in 2014, 15th overall was Dylan Larkin. And Dylan Larkin is now joining us here on NHL Tonight. How about that? The magic of television. So we say hello to Dylan right now, rocking the Old English D. Gotta love it. And happy belated birthday to you, Dylan.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. It's a pleasure to be with you guys tonight.
And what's awesome, instead of getting presents, you are actually giving one in the month of August. At the end of the month, you have the Stars and Stripes Showdown in Plymouth at USA Hockey Arena to honor the late Jim Johansson. And Stu and I we've been talking about how awesome it is for you, such a young player in this league, to be stepping up and being a spearhead for this event. Why was it important to you?
Well, you know what? Going to the World Championships this year, I got the it was a rallying moment for USA Hockey. Patrick Kane came. Johnny Gaudreau was there. It was a special group of guys we had, and the main thing we all rallied around was JJ. Of course, any American-born player who's been to that tournament, JJ was with us the whole trip, and a special person who would, give his shirt off his back for anyone on the team, any staff member, any family member that came over and made the trip. So just a special guy that we've all got to know and love, and anyone who's come across him would say the same thing, that he's a special person. So we came up with the idea at the World Championships, and it gained steam. We did a lot of planning. I think everyone at USA Hockey who's really backed this idea, and it's going to be a special night for everyone involved.
Dylan, it seems pretty obvious to me, given your status as a young player, your experience with U.S. Hockey, and Jim Johansson, an executive on kind of the other side of the ledger. Typically, a strong relationship doesn't form out of a relationship like that. In your case, it must have. Describe the impact that Jim Johansson had on you as a player, as a person.
Well, yeah, for me personally, he's given me countless opportunities to play for the U.S. and put that crest on whether back to the NTDP and U18 Worlds and World Juniors, and then 3 appearances with the U.S. national team. So it's pretty cool that he's given me all those opportunities. I'm very, very grateful, and even guys who haven't met him, they don't even understand what JJ has done for them as players and as U.S. Hockey. So it's a special man, like we said, and it's going to be great to have some of his family there and honor him, and it'll be a special evening.
August 26, 2 p.m. is the game. And Dylan, we just showed the viewers some of the other players who are going to be there. Those are some of the biggest names in USA Hockey right now. And it seems like you're going to have a hard time. You might not have enough spots for all the guys who want to be there. So it just goes to show, when Austin Matthews are showing up, and Jimmy Howard and Connor Hellebuck and Charlie McAvoy, all these guys, just the ripple effect that one man, that JJ had on this game.
Yeah, you know what? Exactly. Point proven. I think for all the players that see this, we're not turning anyone down. We'll figure out a way to make it work, whether we have 2 different games of 4 teams, and it'll be a special day. We're not turning anyone down, and the more the merrier. It's going to be a great event. So yeah, it just shows right away. I know I've gotten texts from other guys today. We got more commitments today, so I think as the time comes on, this game gets closer.
Who else is joining you?
I got texts from emails from Nick Foligno, said he would love to be a part of it. We're trying. I don't want to put any pressure, but we're really trying to get Patrick Kane involved. And
no pressure to Patrick Kane, if you're listening, Patrick.
Yeah, no, I know, but he's got some scheduling things he's trying to work out. So, Pat Maroon called, Alex Tuck called me. So, just some American-born players that just want to be a part of it and enjoy the day. So yeah, it'll be a special event.
Dylan, you and I talked off camera about Jimmy. He and I were teammates about a decade before you ever arrived on the planet, I suspect. But I was always, he's one of my favorites, remains one of my favorites today. But this is a guy we broke in together, and I was always impressed. He had this understated way about him, but at the same time, he just kind of inspired confidence in the people around him, just in his knowledge of the game, his ability to play the game. He had great hockey instincts. Describe your sense of Jim Johansson, the man, the hockey player, the hockey executive.
Yeah, he was a great hockey mind. He could, put a team together. The thing that impressed me the most, I never got the chance to see him play, but the thing that impressed me, he knew every player. We didn't really understand how much he meant to USA Hockey until unfortunately he was gone, and he had his hands in every team, whether it was the men's, the women's, the sled team. He knew every player personally, knew their families, had that relationship. So just his way with people, his ability to find the best in everyone, would just like we've talked about, just a special guy.
Dylan, you're not just involved in this event, you also did some work in the community today, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I was out with the Wings youth camps here at Little Caesars Arena. So, there I am, working, signing for the kids. I love doing it in the summer. I have my own hockey school up in Waterford, Michigan, the Larkin Hockey School, and I run it with my brother and cousins. And I love seeing the young kids, how much they enjoy being out there, how wide-eyed they are, and it's definitely a passion. I love coaching the kids.
Dylan Larkin, a young player in the National Hockey League, but using his platform to have tremendous impact on and off the ice. Dylan, thanks so much for hanging out with us here on NHL Tonight.